Okay, sir. You can start, sir.
Ma'am, kindly give the access to share the screen, ma'am. I'm not able to share the screen.
1 minute, sir. No. Okay, sir.
I hope the screen is visible to you. Whether all of you can see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So good evening to every one of you. All of you cordially welcome for the day 2. So today we are going to discuss about the sampling size and the method of sampling, how to fix the sample for your thesis and your research. Okay. So anyone can say what do you mean by sampling? Is there any idea about that? What do you mean by sampling? Is there any idea? What is sampling? Please.
Representation of data.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Representation of
Data.
From the population, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sudha. So any other have any idea about sampling? So I hope you are all as a researcher, you should know about this word. Okay, you are a lot of time you may hear this word as a sampling. So sampling is it represent whole the population. Okay, it represent the whole the population. See, actually, there is a difference between the sampling and the population. The entire world universe is called as a population. The entire world universe is called as a population. In that world, you are going to take only you are going to take a survey from only few of the people. That is called as a sampling. Okay, that is called as a sampling. Okay, so sampling is a technique. Sampling is a technique that is helps to uh, sampling helps to make the research as a effective one. Okay, the success of the research is mostly depend upon the sampling size. So anyone can say, is there any rule for fixing the sampling for a particular number? Anyone can say, is there any rule? I think there will no rule at all. Okay, there will no rule for fixing the sampling. The adequacy of sampling is depend upon the uh, it is the view of researchers. Okay, it is the point of researcher. How many samples you can collect, we can do. Okay, and also we have some formulas, and also we have a lot of formulas. Today I have to discuss about some special formulas to you. Today I'm going to teach about some special formula about the sampling. Okay, so please look at here. What do you mean by sampling? See. So the sampling is a research, it is a subset of a larger population. It is a subset of a larger population. The study is made to inference about the whole group. Okay, your sample must represent the whole population and it should be referred to the whole group. And the nature of the sample must be a smaller, the sample must be a manageable, the sample must representation of the population when it is used in the entire population. Okay, so the goal of the sample is the accuracy. The goal of the sample is the accuracy that reflect the characteristics of the population. Okay, so that's the thing we are going to see here. The another thing we are going to see the main category of the sampling that is called as the probability sampling, and the another thing is a non-probability sampling. The one thing is called a probability sampling. Another thing is called as a non-probability sampling. Probability sampling involves a random selection. See, we have a number of population, which means if you are able to identify the exact number of the population, you may go for probability sampling. Okay. See, actually, there is a two types. One is probability, another one is non-probability. Okay, the probability is apply whenever you are going to take a exact population size, then you can go for probability sampling. Okay, in a probability sampling, there is a little bit benefit such as all the people have an equal chance to participate in the survey. That is the main things in the probability sampling. The another thing is called In a probability sampling, we are able to give strong statistical inference about the population. See, the next thing is called the infinite population. The next thing is called the infinite population, sorry, non-probability population. The non-probability population is applied when you can apply, see, when the sample size is a bias. When a high risk of sampling is a bias, it is used on the infinite sample size. It is used on infinite sample size. Okay, non-probability means whenever we are not able to predict the correct sample size. Okay, for example, you are going to collect the data about the customer satisfaction about the geo network. Okay, in a today, sir, in a today world, people in a today in our India, we are so many people are using geo network. Surely we are not able to take much more amount of the amount. Okay, we are not know the exact number of the people, those who are using the geo network, so that the situation you may go for non-probability sampling. So are you clear about the probability versus non-probability sampling? See, in your non-probability sampling, it's not like, yeah, all the people are not have a equal chance for selecting the data. Okay, we have a higher risk of a sampling bias. We have a higher size of a we have a higher risk on the sampling bias. Okay, so the non-probability mainly used to whenever the data is infinite. Okay, whenever during the size of infinite population sample size, we are able to know the non-probability sample size. Are you clear? Are you clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. So next thing we are going to classify the probability versus non-probability sampling. The first one is called the simple random sampling. The simple random sampling is applied whenever the entire population is accessible. Okay, when you are able to assess the lot of population size, you are able to take the simple random sampling and a complete sampling frame. That you must know that complete sampling frame. Okay, which means we are in this analysis we are going to cover all the people in a survey, so that we are going to take entire sample frame, and also each and everyone has an equal chance for being selected. Okay, each and everyone has a equal chance for being selected to participate in our questionnaire. So here there is so many types of samplings are available. The first one is the assigning a unique number to each student in your school. Okay, for example, as a teacher, you are going to take the survey in a particular class. As a teacher, you are going to take a particular survey in a class. Okay, in that class, there may be 50 students or 60 students are there. So in that situation, you may allotted a roll number to the students, or any other unique identity given to the students. But all the students are going to participate in the survey, but not in the format of any kind of order, whether it not may be in a numerical order, whether not may be in the alphabet order, it may be on any order. It may be in any order. Okay, but each and everyone has an equal chance for participate in a survey. That is the main thing in a simple random sampling. Okay. See, the second one is the systematic sampling. The second one is the systematic sampling. The systematic sampling is applied when uh, when you are going to deal with the population that have a clear order. That is called a systematic sampling. For example, there may be a 50 students are there. In that 50 students, you are going to uh, call a student from first to 10 numbers. Okay, for example, the number 1 to 10, you are going to call every sixth student, every fourth student, or every fifth student. Okay, like that, you are going to call all the kind of students. Apart from that, between 21 to 30, you are going to take any one number of the students. Okay, see, so that So that we are going to do some systematic sampling method. Okay, systematic sampling means we are going to take some condition. We are going to select a sample with some condition. The condition may be in the form of any kind of alphabet or numerical or any kind of a color identification, etc. like that. Okay. See, the next thing is called as the stratified sampling. The next thing is called as the stratified sampling. Stratified sampling means the entire population can be divided into subgroups. The entire population is divided into subgroups. Subgroups means strata. Okay. They're based on the relevant characteristics such as age, gender, and income. Age, gender, and income. It ensures that each subgroup is adequately represented in the sample and allowing for previous conclusion. Okay. I hope you may understand. We are going to divide the population on the basis of some nature. Okay. That is the point I have given in a second line. Please note that the entire population are divided into age, gender, and income. In a age group, you are going to select the people randomly. Okay, between the age of 10 to 11, sorry, 10 to 20, etc. like that. Okay. Among the gender, you may call first male and another you may call another time you may call any kind of female. Like that, you are going to select the sample by following a simple random. Okay. So when the study is applicable, so the study is applicable when the population is belongs to when we are needed to divide the population on some categories. For example, uh, you are going to make the study as a comparative study. For example, a particular phone brand. Okay, a particular phone brand. You are going to study about. We are going to study the result about between the male and the female. So in that situation, you need to divide the population as a male and female to ensure the representation from the each group. Okay. So the next thing is called the cluster sampling. See, the cluster sampling is also be like a stratified, but there is a little bit difference. Only one difference should be there. Okay. In a stratified, you are going to divide the population among the classification. You are going to do some. You are going to apply simple random method, but cluster is not like that. You are going to divide the population. Okay, here also you are going to grouping the population. Here also you are going to grouping the population. The population may be divided on the basis of geographical or any kind of sectors like anything. Okay, the random sample of cluster is selected. Okay, so in that situation, you are going to do some method. Okay, surveying the household in several randomly city blocks to assess the communication health needed. Okay, so we are going to do some like that. For example, by comparing stratified and cluster, there is a little bit difference. In a stratified, you are going to take a particular group. Among the particular group, you are going to apply the simple random. But cluster is not like that. You are going to collect any one of the group. Okay. Among the gender, male or female, only the thing you are going to male only be your study. Okay. Apart from that, female may be only for your study. So that is a little bit difference, and also be another change is called sorry, the cluster sample is applied when the population size is very large. Okay, when the population is distributed on the all the places. Okay, maybe our samples, our respondents may available on in the all the places. We may go for cluster sampling. For example, you are going to study about identify the brand certification, international brand name. Okay, suppose you are going to study about Apple iPhone certification among the some several continents like Asia and Africa like that. Okay, so in that situation, you may go for cluster sampling. I hope it will be understandable to you. See, the next important thing that is called as the non-probability sampling. Already I clearly defined the meaning to you. Non-probability you choose, it involves a non-random selection and also where the individual has a chance of being included. Where not every individual has a chance of being included. Okay, not every individual has a chance of being included. That situation is called non-probability sampling. Okay. This method often is used in exploratory or qualitative research method. Exploratory method or qualitative research method. See, in yesterday class, I am clearly defined to you. What about the exploratory research? Okay, exploratory means you are going to uh, make the study as a deeper one. We are going to make a study as a deeper one and bring out so many new information from the problem. So that is called as the explore. The study is study from the so many angles. Okay, the study is depend upon the so many wide angles. That is called as the exploratory and qualitative research, where the goal is initial understanding of the generate the hypothesis. Okay, the exploratory research also helps to generate the hypothesis. But anyway, the non-probability sampling is very much easier. Okay, non-probability sampling method is easier and also be cheaper to implement. Okay, but comparing to the probability and the non-probability, the accuracy of the result is very poor. The accuracy of the result is very poor. In a probability sampling, there is a low, it is in the low number, but in non-probability, there is a high risk of a sampling bias. So that is the main thing on here. That is a main thing, but carry a high risk of a sampling bias. That is the thing I have given here. Okay. So that is a non-probability sampling method. So the next thing is called the convenience sampling. Okay. Convenience sampling is similar to the simple random sampling. I have already explained to you. Simple random means you are going to collect the data from all the sample size, but not in a particular format, but in the format of some procedure. You are going to follow some procedure just randomly. Okay. You are going to call the population, call the entire audience as a randomly, not a systematic one. Like that, you are going to here apply the convenience sampling that is called as the participants based on their accessibility and the willingness to participate. And the willingness to participate. For example, surveying students in a university library about their study habits. Okay. Surveying a students in a university. Kindly note here, surveying a students in a university. Surely we are not able to count the exact number of students easily. So that situation researcher go to apply the non-probability method, and he is going to study about the different habits. Whenever the students are coming, which kind of books are more read by the students, the books are belongs to which major, whether science or research, so that so many techniques are given on here. The next thing is called as the quota sampling. See, the quota sampling is a situation to apply. This method is aimed to create a sample that reflects the proportion of subgroups within the population, subgroup within the population. Okay, so it is like a stratified. It is like a stratified. Here I provide the clear example I have given. Are you able to see my example? Your participants are able to see the example. So please note here, interviewing a specific number of men and women. You are going to interviewing a men and women to understand about the consumer preference. Okay, in that situation, you may go for quota sampling. Dear participants, whether it is understandable to you, or you take notes, are you taking the notes?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Thank you so much. The next thing is called as the purposive sampling. See, the purposing sampling is whenever you are going to target a specific population, you may go for purposive sampling. Okay, whenever you are go for targeting a particular kind of population only. For example, you are going to study about anything about woman-related products. So that situation you may go for purposive sampling. Otherwise, you may concentrate only the children-related product, children-related survey. On that situation, you need to collect the data from only the situation, so that you are going to collect the purposive sampling. So the best example is interviewing the experienced teacher. Please note here, we are going to collect the data from the experienced. We are going to collect the data from the experienced teachers to understand the effective and teaching strategies. Okay, those the things are given on here. The next thing is called as the snowball sampling. The next thing is called as the snowball sampling. The snowball means it is a referral. Yesterday I am I think yesterday I had explained about the snowball. Snowball means reference sampling. It also called as a change sampling. Okay. When the study is, sorry, when the population is very difficult to assess, on that situation, you may go for snowball sampling. Okay. On that situation, you may go for snowball sampling. Whenever you find the one population, you may go to, uh, you may go for the uh, collect the data from one people. Please wait. Ah, sorry for that. So you are going to collect the data from only one people. After collecting the data, you are going to pass about all the things to the snowball sample. So reference method that is called as the snowball sampling. Here the example is clearly defined. Studying the experiences of undocumented immigrants by asking the initial participant to recommend others. Okay, so undocumented immigrants. Okay, undocumented immigrant means the people may be illegal entry in our country. So it's very difficult to find out. Suppose you may find out any one people. Depend upon the one kind of people, you may inquire about all the details about our available person. Okay, so it is called as the snowball sampling. The snowball sampling is applied whenever you are going to do exploratory research. Otherwise, the research is very newer in the field. For example, during the time of Corona, a researcher may study about the impact of Corona in a particular industry. Okay, now the study is related with the AI, how the AI make a performance in our academic work. Okay, so that the thing is called as the snowball sampling. Okay. The next thing is about the calculation of sample size. The next thing is about the calculation of sample size. Okay. So the sample size has been calculated on the basis of two formulas. The one is called as the coherent formula. Coherent formula is applicable whenever the population is the infinite. Infinite means we are not able to know the exact number of the students. We are not able to exact number of the students, that is called as the infinite population. The another thing is called as the finite population. The another thing is called as the finite population. Finite population means it is comes under the Yamune formula. We are going to find out only the particular kind of people. That is called as the finite. Finite means we are able to identify we are able to count know the exact number of the person, those who are going to participate in the survey. So on that situation, you may go for M&A formula. See, apart from those formula, those three categories are very, very, very important in the calculation of sample. Okay. The first thing is called the margin of error. The second thing is called the variability in the elements. Third thing is called the confidence level. So here, though, you are asked to know about the this concept of margin of error. Okay, margin of error. Uh, anyone can say what do you mean by margin of error? Any idea about that? Please post
There may
anything.
be error in the selection of population, selection of sample. If I want to select the sample from fifth standard, but I am getting sample from the seventh standard, it may be
Uh,
error.
okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Any other answer from your side? Dear participants, any other answer is there? Okay. So, ma'am has correctly explained. So, some uncertainty or variability in using a formula. Uncertainty means the situation that is not created by the researcher. Okay, due to some reason, the respondent may be not available for our studies. Okay, due to some reason or any other some position, the respondent may not able to participate. Maybe he is wrongly provide the data, etc. like that. Okay, variability means changing the changes in the sample. Variability means changes in the sample, which means what I say. See, in all the research process, there is some criteria. There is some point for assessing the something. Okay, that is called as the variability. For example, what I say here, I will say about the confidence level. See, whenever you are going to run the test in SPSS, we are marked as a specific point as a 0.05. Why we are marked, fix the standard as 0.05? For example, the calculated p-value is less than 0.05. We are rejecting the null hypothesis. Okay, we are rejecting the null hypothesis. Suppose it is in the above 0.05, we are going to accept the alternate hypothesis. What is the procedure? Because of C, that is called as the confidence level in the study. That is called as the confidence level in the study. Please wait. See, confidence level is clearly defined here. See, actually this diagram is called as this diagram is calculated as your data is normally distributed. Okay, please note the diagram in the right hand side below. This diagram is called as normally sample distribution of normal method. Okay, 95%, 0.05%. 0.05% errors are accepted in the social science research. Okay, but 5% of error may occur due to any reason in a social science research. That is a 95% confidence level. Okay, but in a social science, what will be the confidence level? Sorry, a science study. Anyone can say? In a science field, what will be the confidence level? See, 0.01 error is accepted, which means 99% result should be occur, should be valuable and worthable, which means 99% of the accuracy should be maintained in the science-oriented result of the study. Okay, only 1% of the error is acceptable. Only 1% of the error is acceptable. Remaining things are not acceptable. Okay, so that here 95% will be noted as a confidence level, which means see the 95% of the time within the interval we may find out the true score. Okay, so like that, the confidence level, I hope you are understand about the confidence level. Are you able to understand? See, in your if you want to know the perfect output in your research, your confidence level should be 95%. Okay, below 95%, the perfect relationship is not, the perfect results are not accepted for the any kind of healthy journals. Okay, the next thing is called as the margin of error. So like that confidence level, the margin of error is between the terms between uh, plus or minus 2%, which means 0.02% is accepted in the research. Okay. So the margin of error has been occurred due to so many reasons. It may be in the hands of research or it may be in the from the side of participants also. But anyway, our margin of error should be less than 0.02. Okay. So the next thing is called as the degree of variability. The next thing is called as the degree of variability. The variability may be changes about the in the classification of the group. Okay, the variability may occur due to in the so many people's it may affected by the so many characteristics, which means so many nature of peoples are available in our group. Okay, suppose you are going to find out the after finishing your class, you are going to collect the feedback from some part of the students. Okay, some part of the students may said that okay, I understand. Some part of the students I only understand about not very slightly, but another set of people may said that I not understand anything. So that in a population we have some variability. It's depend upon their capacity. It's depend upon their so many reasons. So the degree of variability also affect the calculation of the sampling size. Please note that the degree of variability also affect the calculation of sample size. It can be obtained from the similar studies or using pilot study. Okay, yesterday I had teach about the questionnaire method. Are you clear about that? Are you clear about that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now I'm going to say some rules in the calculation of the sample size. It is the default one. Whenever the sample size increases, sorry, see, please note here. Whenever the sample size increases, the margin of error always be decrease. Whenever the sample size increases, the margin of error always be decrease. Whenever the higher variability of the population is there, we may go for larger sample size. I'm already told that about the variability. Okay, when you are going to collect the data from so many people, surely the variability should be available due to the attitude of the respondent, behavior of the respondent, and the desired time, location, etc. factors. So many factors about the variability of the population. Okay, whenever the variability the population increases, the margin of error is always be decreases. Okay, so the margin of error is automatically increases whenever the variability also increases. Okay, as the confidence level increases, the margin of error also increases. Okay, when the confidence level increases, maybe margin of error may get some increases. Okay, so that is the thing you should keep in mind before going to select the sample. So now I'm going to teach about the sample size about the larger population. Please note that it is the formula for the larger population about here. See, it is the formula. Actually, it is a oldest formula, but up to current time, at the present time, the population is also be very familiar. So many people are using this one also. Okay, for example, NO is the sample size. Here the NO is the sample size. Z value found in the Z table. Z value is found in the Z table at a confidence level. The Z score is vary depend upon the confidence level. The Z score vary depend upon the variance in the confidence level. Okay, the next thing is P is estimated precision. P is estimated precision and the present in the population. Where that Q equal to 1 minus P. So E is the margin of error. E is the margin of error. It is a desired level of precision. Okay, I hope you may understand clearly now. I will go to work out with the example. So please note the example on here. We are conducting a national election poll to estimate the proportion of voters, those who are going to participate in a particular political candidate. So we want to achieve a 95% of confidence level with the margin of error no longer than 3%. With the margin of error no longer than 3%, then what will be the sample size? Then what will be the sample size? So the E square is clearly defined on here. Okay, 95% will be the confidence level. Okay, so here we are applying the formula. So I'm already told that see, the Z square is referred in a table. The Z square is referred in a table. Margin of error also given here, that is the 3%, that is replaced in E square. See the P into Q 0.05, which means 5% of errors only be accepted. The 95% of confidence level, the remaining will be the 5%, so that the things are applied here. Are you understand clearly? Whether the formula is are you able to understand? Dear participants, or you have any doubt on?
The previous slide, please, sir.
Are you clear? Are you clear about that? Dear participants, am I audible? Because of I am only speaking very boring.
Can you please show the
Please interrupt.
previous slide?
Previous slide. Which one, ma'am?
This one. Next one, sir. Next one.
This one?
I want. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
What is this estimated proposition, sir? What is that? P is estimated proposition. What is that? P and Q.
Or participate in the survey, which means 95% will be the confidence level. So the 5% may be called as error value, which means it is like what is saying. Uh, Simply note that 100 minus 95. Okay, so that the technique is given on Q equal to 1 minus P. Okay, estimated proportion means number of people, those who are going to participate in the survey, which means among the population, how much proportion can participate in the survey. So it's referred that 95%. Okay, because of in our sum, that is clearly given that 95% is a confidence level. Okay, so that the remaining things are given on here.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next thing is given here. That is a Yamune formula. The formula is founded on the 1967. The formula is founded on the 1967 for the purpose of calculation of sample size from a population. According to him, 95% of confidence level and the maximum variability will be 0.5. Okay, so that it is indicate here greater n and the smaller n will be given here. The smaller n is given here. Okay. The smaller n will be the sample size, greater n will be the population, E will be the margin of error. Okay, so depend upon the value, the formula is replaced. The example is clearly given here. Suppose we want to conduct an employee satisfaction survey within a company workforce of 4,000 employees. With a company of 4,000 employees, which means we are here able to know identify the exact value of then how much samples is required. The margin of error is the value determined by the researcher. Okay. So that is the thing is applied on here. Then the population, then the sample size will be given here. Are you clear? Are you clear about that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we are going to do in a sample size calculator in an online method. See, so the slide is not changed. Please wait. Dear people, are you able to see the Chrome? Dear people, are you able to see the Chrome?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No, sir.
No.
I hope now it's visible to you. Are you able to see
Yes,
now?
sir.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
sir.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. So the margin of error is given on here. We are going to calculate the sample size. Suppose you are not able to find out the margin of error. Okay, the margin of error also be calculated in a with the help of some calculator that is called as a sample size calculator. That is called as a sample size calculator. See, please note here, this means in case there is a 95% of the chances will be the real value. 95% will be the real value, which means only the 95% of the people are capable for answering or participate in our survey, so that we are going to find out the result. Okay, please note here. Actually, this one will be the calculator. This one will be the calculator. But in any cases, you are not able to identify the margin of error for your study, for your population, you may use this one. Okay. For example, 95 percentage. I'm already told that about the confidence level. Whenever the confidence level is below 95 percentage, surely your result is not effective. Okay, whenever you are going to for writing a Scopus or any kind of any most powerful indexed data journals, it is not like that. Okay, so that we should know 95 percentage is always be a 95 percentage of the confidence level is always be a good one. So like that, the 95 percentage sample size 100, population proportion 60 percentage. Please note here among the 100, only the 60 percentage of the population only we are taking. For example, in a village, there will be 100 numbers. In a village, there is a 100 peoples. Okay, in a village, there will be a 100 peoples. Okay, among the population, only the 60 percentage is available. Only the 60 percentage of the people are available. Only the 60 percentage of the proportion are going to participate in the survey. So that we are going to now calculate a population size. So that now we are going to calculate the population size. Okay. See, 95 percentage will be the confidence level. The sample size will be the 100. Maybe I want to take a 300. The population proportion may be 80 percentage. I change here 80 percentage. Population size. If you exactly know that, you can given here. Otherwise, you can leave it blankly. So I am going to calculate so that the margin of error will be the 4.53 percentage. So that the margin of error will be the 4.5 percentage. Suppose I will increase the population proportion. What will be happen? So it should be, sorry, 95. Sorry, typing mistake. So the margin of error will also be decreased. Okay. So 2.47. Okay, it will be the healthy one. The margin of error will be now healthier one. Whenever the large number of people are able to participate in a survey, we can get the margin of error is reduced on here. Okay, so it is the procedure for find out the margin of error in a by using a calculator. Okay, it is a default one. It is the default one. So if you are not able to apply the Yamune and coherent formula, just go to the sample calculator in your Google. You can get the link and you can open the Chrome window. You can exercise in the available box. Okay, so defaultly 95 percentage margin of error. I want to fix it as a 2 percentage. Population proportion 50 percentage, which means here I know the exact population. The exact population is 5,000. So now I'm going to calculate the sample size. So the population sample size will be the 1623. Whenever you put the 95 percentage as a confidence level, margin of error should be 5 percentage. What they may be 357 people is only required. We can collect the data only from 357 people. Whether it is the easiest one, surely it save your time also. Surely it save your time also. Okay. Are you okay? Whether is it okay? Whether is it okay? Are you satisfied? Have you satisfied this one?
Yes, sir. Is this the
Are you
free
satisfied?
calculator or we need to pay something like a
No, ma'am.
software?
You need not to pay anything, ma'am. You need not to pay anything. Just go to the sample calculator in your Google. Then you can get this link, ma'am. Okay. I'm also post the link in our chat box also. It is the simplest method. But anyway, as a professors, we should know about some formula, some techniques about the Yamune and coherent formula. Okay. I hope it will be easier to you. Okay. Okay, dear participants, are you okay? Are you satisfied? Whether it is satisfied to you? So the sampling part is over. If you have any doubt, you may ask a doubt in sampling. Now I move to the plagiarism. I will move to the plagiarism part. Okay. Thank you so much, dear Sudha. Anyway, now I move to the plagiarism. Anyone can say what do you mean by plagiarism? What do you mean by the word plagiarism? So actually, one of the participants has asked that how to write a literature review. Okay, one of the participants has asked to me how to write a literature review. So, uh, for writing a literature review in your article or in your thesis, kindly follow the steps I have to be told to you. Kindly read a lot of number of peoples. Okay, actually, is some one tool is called SciSpace. Okay, sorry. Please wait. I will open the Word file. Please wait. I will open the Word file. I will explain to you. Are you able to see the Word file? A blank Word file only. Dear participants, are you able to see the Word file? Whether the
No,
screen is visible? Please wait.
What you have shared is a Word document.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, blank Word document, ma'am.
No, sir, no, sir. It was in Google page. Now it
Please
is.
wait. It comes. Now, whether it is now visible?
Yes, sir. Now
Whether,
Word document is available.
thank you. Thank you so much. See, thank you. Thank you so much. See, so one of the participants has asked how to write a review of literature. Actually, literature review means we are going to read the articles or theses are already studied by anyone. Okay. If suppose you are going to write any kind of literature review, you need some variables such as called as the first thing you need called as a journal name. Okay. You need a journal name and author name and your literature also include like that the information like uh, findings of the study. Okay, sorry, I will come the sequence. You should know about the sample size. Then what are the major findings in the studies? Major finding in the study. The next thing is called as the findings and suggestions, and also what are the statistical tools. What are the statistical tools that are available in the research? What are the statistical tools that is available in the research? So that all the things are given on here. So all the things are classified. Apart from that, you can take what are the suggestions are given in the article. So daily read at least 2 articles and classify these articles by this category. If you need any kind of the additional data, you may include year of the study. You may include year of the study. Okay. I recommend to you, kindly take the printout of the article. Okay. Kindly take printout of the article and had a highlighter in your hand and marked as a point. Here I am noted on here. Okay. If you noted like that a few details, surely you are able to make us a literature review as a very effective one. Actually, so many AI tools are available for writing the literature review. Okay, if I have a chance for demonstrate in front of you, I surely teach to you. Okay, but anyway, before going to depend the AI result as a human mind, kindly use your mind. Okay, so please read article at least two articles only. At least read two articles. Okay, if you read continuously 2 months, you may have 120 articles. Okay, among the 120 articles, you may select any 50 articles. Okay, surely you have a clarification in your details, surely in your clarification in your study. Okay, so it is the simple method for writing the literature review format. Okay, actually, when you are able to classify these details, you are also able to find out the things that is called what I say. You can also write a literature review paper. Okay, you are also able to write a literature review. Most of the Scopus journals are database accepted only the literature review journals. So it is the simplest method. Okay, I hope you are clear about the literature review. Or you have any queries in a literature review method? Shall I move to the next one? If you have any doubt, please ask quickly. Otherwise, I will move to the plagiarism section. Okay. Now I will move to the plagiarism section. Anyone can say what do you mean by plagiarism? Anyone can say what do you mean by plagiarism? What are the things are called as a plagiarism? What are the things called as a plagiarism? What is plagiarism? Actually, yeah,
The same thing present in our study,
please.
which is already existed.
Copying
The
content.
uh, mm, yeah, actually, plagiarism means we are taking someone work. We are extracting the data, we are extracting the image, we are extracting the audio, or extracting the video, or anything, any words. Okay, that is the things we are extracted from the other persons without their information, without their consent idea. Okay, on that time, you may have a plagiarism in your articles. Okay, so in a word, plagiarism covers a lot of illegal action. Not only like that. Okay, suppose in a today's scenario, people are going for writing a Scopus journal for paying the amount. Okay, they are find out the people in a social media. Surely the people are not meet both of them, but they are make a conversation in a phone call. One person asked that please give me a 60,000, I will write a journals to you. So the another side party is uh, have a reliable about the conversation. Okay, he is always already paid. Immediately he paid 60,000 through Google Pay or any other electronic format payment method. So in that scenario, the person has taken the so many data from anywhere from South Ganga or anywhere from Google Scholar, anyone. Okay, just to paraphrase and just given us, yeah, it will be your study. Okay, so it is not a legal one. Surely it is a illegal one. That also be called as a plagiarism. Okay. So, but anyway, as a researcher, we should have some ethical uh, knowledge about, we have some follow the ethical activity. Okay. Just use your mind. Surely you are able to write the journal. Okay. Don't depend any other person. Don't depend the data from the any other person. That's not the right one. That's not the wrong one. But you should give the credit to for the particular data. Okay. So I hope you will understand about the plagiarism. So now I will going to avoid how to avoid the plagiaristic content. Okay. Now I am going to explain about the plagiaristic content. That is the method is called as a paraphrasing. That is the method that is called as the paraphrasing. So what do you mean by paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is a method we are using any kind of software or any kind of technology to replace the word. word in the articles. So replace the word in the articles. That is called as the paraphrasing. Are you able to see the meaning of paraphrasing? Are you able to see the meaning of paraphrasing?
Yes,
Where
sir.
I'm typed something. Thank you. So that is one of the technique. Okay, for avoiding the plagiarism. Please note that for avoiding plagiarism, it's one of the technique. We are using some technology for replacing the words. Okay. See, the another technique that is called as the reference. Okay, reference. Okay, suppose today night you are reading some articles, you like any kind of sentences. You may have a, which means you are going to quote Tirukural in a particular place, or you are going to quote any kind of proverb in a particular place. Okay, you can do it, but that is not a wrong one. You can use the Tirukural content in your research paper. That is not a illegal one, but you should give a reference. You should give a reference to that Tirukural, or you should give the reference to the people, those who are using the content in already in their paper. Okay, you should give the credit by the way of applying the reference method. Okay, reference means giving the credit to the giving credit to the articles or authors or any kind of things. Okay, that is called as the reference. Okay, then another method that is called as the quoting. Okay, you should mention double quotation. You should mention double quotation and closed quotation. Okay, if you use like that, your plagiarism is not accepted. The plagiarism is not accepted in the, which means your plagiarism is not shown in the articles. If you quote any word by this providing the open ended ending quotation, the plagiarism is not shown in your article. But anyway, we have some techniques in Turnitin. Okay, the best tool for checking the plagiarism is Turnitin. So many online tools are available, but my opinion is only one thing is called as the Turnitin. The another software that is called as the Urukut. Another software that is called as a Urukut. Please note that the software's named that is Turnitin. Another thing is Urukut. Okay, so both of the softwares are very powerful for checking the plagiarism. So in a latest trend, yeah, option is added that is called as the AI content. That is called as the AI content. Okay, the AI content is also be included in both the Turnitin and Urukut. Okay, so today people are very lazy. They are going to ChatGPT and copy the words from there and post it in the MS Word and going to submit the articles. Okay, whenever the editors are going to check the article in the Turnitin, it's shown us 100%. It's shown as 100% AI content. Okay, the AI content is the not a reliable one. It is not accurate data. Okay, AI is not provide any kind of accurate data. So what I say in that situation, I'm already say that you can use AI data. You can depend, but analyze with your human mind. Okay, after analyzing the content, you may involve with your own idea. Suppose you are taking any sentence from the ChatGPT, kindly try to make us your own sentence. Okay, just try to make us your own standard in your own language. That is called as the AI content. Are you clear? Are you clear? Are
Yes,
you
sir.
clear about that? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So that is the method for avoiding the plagiarism. Okay, there are so many paraphrasing tools available. Actually, if you are going to write a journal for Scopus database, the paraphrasing is not legally accepted. Please note that. Okay, but anyway, I will say some software that is called as a what is a Quillport. Okay, at present Quillport is one of the famous paraphrasing software, but it is accepted only in ISBN and any other ISSN articles, but Scopus indexed data sets are Scopus indexed journals are not accepting the Quillport because of The paraphrasing is not really done by the researcher. It is purely done by the software. Okay, the software, the electronic format of the process that is taken by the electronic devices that is not acceptable in the Scopus database. Okay, so what we can do, just read the articles and make all the things as your own method. Okay, under that situation, you may avoid some legal problems. Okay, you may avoid some illegal problems. So that is the techniques on here. Are you okay? Are you clear about the plagiarism? Or you want to anything know much more about? Uh, whether my content is satisfied to you?
Yes, sir.
Dear participants, if you have any doubt, please ask with me in a research.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
so what is the standard size of sampling in our PhD thesis?
In your thesis, yeah, that is a good question. That is a good question. Okay, actually, please note that there is no any unique uh, number sample for this one. Okay, there is a unique one, which means what I say. uh,
Depend upon our
See,
topic.
please wait, please wait. Actually, the number of sample is not determined by anyone. Okay, the number of samples is not defined by anyone. Okay, it is always be a predefined one. Number of samples depend upon the guide and the researcher. But if you have any predefined number of sample size, if you have any predefined number of sample, you need to you need to uh, give a give your opinion how you are determining the sample. Okay, you need to give some your opinion how you are choosing. You need to prove in your vivos how the sample has been erased. Okay, here I am teaching two formulas, Coheran and Yamune formula. You may quote that formulas. I am using this formulas. By using this formulas, there is some sample size has been erased. By using this formula, some sample size has been erased, so that the technique has been given on here. Okay, so that is called as a coherent and that's a kind of problem. Okay, that is the solution for fixing the a unique number of sample. Okay, you may fix any number. It's your opinion, but you should follow some standard. You should follow some rule. Okay, there is a lot of formulas are available, but Coherent and Yamune are famously used by all kind of research people in a social science. So that I had explained on here. Okay, if you are understand this, if you are desire to apply it, you can use it. Otherwise, you may go for sample size calculator. Okay, so the sample size is only fixed on the basis of three things. I'm already explained to you. That is the margin of error. The another thing is variability in the sample size. The another thing is called as a confidence level. Okay, those three things are proved in your studies. Those three things are proved in your population. The automatic sample size will be calculated by yourself. Okay, once again, I remind that margin of error is always be the error that may be happen by any situation. Okay, variability means the variability involve the opinion of the respondent. Okay, the same answer is not marked by any other person. The same option is not marked by any other person. Okay, so that is called as the uh, what I say, that the thing is called as the variability. Okay, the another thing is called as the The another thing that is called as what I say, conference level. I am already explained to you. Only the 5% of error is accepted in your social science. If you are taken 93%, 95%, 90% conference level, surely your results should be void. Surely your results will be illegal one. Okay, that's the thing you are given on here. Okay, are you okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Are you clear? Thank you, ma'am. Kindly prove those three statements, ma'am. Margin of error, variability, and also confidence level. If you fix those three things, the sample size will be automatically calculated by yourself. Okay.
Okay, sir.
நான் வாரேன். So any other answer? Any other queries on here? Any other queries on here? Dear participants, are you have any other queries on here? Any other queries about literature review and plagiarism? To you, or you have any queries on here? Or you have any queries on here? Please answer my questions. Okay, please respond. If you have any queries, please post in chat box also. Whether the session is useful for you, or you learn anything as a new. Dear participants, or you have will you show one sample review? Ma'am, I'm clearly explained the solution, ma'am. Explained by the formula. Okay, Goharan and Yamune formula. Dear ma'am, or you have any doubt in sampling? Sasigla ma'am. So whether the PPT is visible to you? Whether the PPT is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, I'm clearly explained to you for the calculation of the finite population, Yamune formulation, this formula is very effective to you. Are you clear? Are you clear this problem? Or you have any doubt in this problem? This one also be like that. Okay. So please note, keep in your mind those techniques. Okay, you should keep note that the things that is called as margin of error. The another thing is called as the what I say level of precision, variability, degrees of confidence. Okay, so those are three things affecting our sample size. Any more
Sir.
doubt?
No, sir.
Please, ma'am. Please raise your queries on here. Please raise your queries on here, ma'am. Do you have any more queries? Is any queries in chat box? Okay, participants, if you want to share any feedback, you can share it freely with me. Please. Share anything with me, please share with me, please. Dear participants, Dear organizer, are you available?
Yes,
Organizer,
sir.
ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you very much, sir, Dr. Nagarajan, sir, for an excellent and comprehensive session on research methodology. Your clear
Thank you,
explanation
ma'am.
of sampling techniques, sample size calculation, and literature review guidelines were incredibly valuable. We especially appreciate how you made complex concepts like Cohen and M&A formulas easy to understand, and your practical tips on avoiding plagiarism and using online tools were really helpful for our research work. Looking forward for more insightful sessions, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for the session, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, yes, thank you, ma'am. So, dear participants, I hope you are all enjoying the session. Okay. So, we will meet on one more session with you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. 95% highly confident, sir. Thank you, Veerachami, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, participants. Thank you.
Participants, kindly wait. I'll be sharing you the feedback link so that you can fill up it. 1 minute, please. I know. Why is that? It's AI will be. Okay. Please fill up this feedback form. And then you can leave the session. Kindly fill up the feedback and then you can leave the session. Thank you very much.
Ma'am, shall I get leave, ma'am? Shall I get
Yes,
exit?
sir. Thank you very much, sir. We'll meet in the some other occasion, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Participants, kindly fill the Google form and you can leave the session, and we will be sending you the certificates in 2 or 3 days within this weekend, okay? Before Sunday, you'll be receiving all your certificates to your mail.